A lot of, yeah. So I guess that takes us across to the next thing I was going to ask anyway, was about financial planning and investments, because those are the key elements and the key things that you guys do. And we don't deal with much, particularly around investment strategies and things in our accounting firm. You talk a lot about being goals-based with your investments, and even in your financial planning. So can you expand a little bit on that and tell our audience a little bit about that and why they should be thinking about investing and having some financial planning advice and ongoing financial planning advice?
Yeah, thank you. And I hate doing this disclaimer thing, but I'm going to have to say again so I don't get shot by the regulators, that my specialty is insurance, people insurance. Glenn, who's my business partner, does the investment secret. So I'm talking generally again. But what we see in that space when we talk about goals is that some people come into our office and say, should I buy shares or an investment property? And like the answer is, we don't know, like what's best for you. So we have to uncover and help our clients understand what their purpose is, like what are the goals that they're trying to achieve, and then we can match up things that are appropriate for them and balance that risk that I was talking about before, because everything you invest in has some level of risk. So it's really, really important not just to be saying, well, we can get you 8% in a balanced fund or 10% in a growth fund. It's actually, what is the purpose of this? Because people, it's much like we're trying to relate this to the veterinary world as well. Clients come in with an animal and they want to work on the same page as you. You're trying to lose, Fido needs to lose some weight. And it's fine that the vet says, okay, here's our strategy, here's our plan. But when they leave the office or leave the practice, if they then start feeding Fido, I don't know what they feed them to fatten them up, but that's working against the strategy. And it's the same that we see, is we say, okay, you need to be able to save this amount, put it into here, you bring the ingredients and tell us what cake you want to make and we'll show you how to make the cake. But you've got to bring the ingredients, so it's a two-way street. And that's the relationship that you need to have with your clients in the financial world. And I imagine that that's how it works in the veterinary world as well. To get the best outcomes, you work collaboratively. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I would say, and that's what, like, you really need to have a consultation and discussion with that particular client to see what they want, because what might be good for one person might not suit someone else, for sure. And like, Anne and I love property investment for ourselves personally, but it's not for everyone. And other people might find it too risky, or they might find the management of the property. Like, we don't mind managing our properties, but we have other friends who've invested in property and it freaks them out. So you've got to think about and discuss with someone what the ins and outs are of each different type of investment. I think that's very, very important. It's not everything is for everyone.
Yeah,
I think is a very, very important consideration there.
And I think too, in trying to draw parallels with a veterinary practice, is when a new potential client comes to a veterinary practice, they should be looking to suss out, is this the right fit for me and the staff who I want to be dealing with? Do they have the skills and the expertise and the equipment needed? Is this where I feel that they're on the same page as me in caring for my pets? And I think that should be the case. You should be interviewing your advisors to make sure that they have the right experience, the right background, find out who's behind them, because we all have groups. Most of us have groups behind us. And that's part of what came out in the Royal Commission, is you've got to be wary of whose benefit you're getting the advice under. I think there's a real parallel there between sussing out who's going to give you the advice and that you're comfortable, just as it would be if I bring my pet into a vet and I just want to know what's going on here. Am I comfortable here?